Hi, welcome to my channel, Mother's Tarot. This is Loretta. I hope this finds everyone doing great today. This is video number 4 for the star lineage spread. What star am I from? Message from above. If you're new to my channel, thank you for visiting. Welcome. This is a safe place for you. The Galactic Heritage cards are used to help us tap into our star lineage and karmic patterns, and also reveal lessons brought to Earth from the stars and how these lessons can be used in our life on Earth now. A star lineage spread is more accurately reflects what stellar influences are working with you now in the moment you choose the cards. If you do readings often, the cards may change, but over time you will notice a pattern that keeps emerging if you are working with the cards in a sincere way. This is a fluid system without fixed positional meanings because it represents the multidimensional and holographic nature of consciousness. Welcome. I'm so glad you're all here. I have found these cards to be very, very revealing. And this is the spread that is suggested that is the beginning portion of our journey with the Galactic Heritage cards. They also have 3 other spreads: the Karmic Challenge spread, the Higher Guidance spread, and the Personal Question spread. But I'm starting with the Star Lineage spreads to help me understand, and I believe others will also, about it will answer, for me, it's been answering questions that have resonated within me that maybe I didn't even realize uh, that I was yearning to address. So, with that said, this is a 7-card spread, and the 8th card here is the unseen energies that I pulled from the bottom of the deck after laying out the spread. So the first card that I pulled was number 46, Good Intentions. And then it goes to number 35, Deep Polarity. Now 46, Good Intentions is based out of the Sirius star system in the past. Deep Polarity, based out of the Orion star system in the past. Then we move on to Shamanic Journey. This is a citizen whale in the parallel universe. Or stars, the parallel universe. And then we read Spiritual Technology from the Vega present timeline. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. The 6th card, I'm sorry, the 5th card I'm going to read. Isn't that funny? It's card number 5. I thought that was funny. Fluidity. That's from the Andromeda in the parallel timeline. I'm still getting used to how all this flows. And then the 6th position, we've got Returning the Favor, Zeta Reticuli, present. Card number 7 is Atlantean Era, Earth in the past. And then the unseen was Forgiveness and Gratitude, the Cetacean Dolphin. So the Cetacean dolphin and whale, they fall into the miscellaneous category of the cards. Okay, so I'm going to start with number 46, Good Intentions, and I'm going to read out of the book. All right. The ancient, yeah, the ancient Syrians had very good intentions when they worked on Earth during the genetic projects. But sometimes good intentions are not enough. Mistakes are made and lessons are learned. Good intentions must be combined with foresight, integrity, and humility. This card asks you to look at the good intentions in your heart about an action you are making and find out how they can be strengthened through honest self observation, realistic evaluation, and long term vision. And most importantly, should mistakes be made, remember to forgive yourself. Commentary on this card. This is another card that reflects the challenges that new species have as they begin to mature, just like Palladian card 42 and Syrian card 43. Enthusiasm, desire for service, and good intentions are not enough to ensure evolution. They must be tempered with long-range vision, patience, wisdom, and other traits. This card refers to the good intentions of the Syrians and other species like the Palladians during the ancient time on Earth when they were interacting with new humans. These good intentions were admirable, but were often not enough to stop short-sighted mistakes and quick actions that could have been avoided with a little bit of wisdom and patience. Every newly mature species passes through this test, and the Syrians were no different. If you have this card in your spread, it can have several meanings. It could refer to past lives of yours in which you were either a Syrian interacting with Earth or a human who benefited for or suffered because of the actions of these young Syrians. Applying it to life now, it could also be giving you advice to look more deeply into your good intentions for action in life, to see if there is a hidden reason for the action that may be more self-serving. It is also challenging you to look at these good intentions and see if down the road those good intentions might actually inadvertently hurt someone else. Part of becoming a self-responsible species is being able to be honest about our intentions and be hesitant to act without full awareness that the action is supported by the universe. Yeah, see that resonated for me because of what I'm doing here. You know, my intention is only to lift and to benefit those who have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, including myself. Yeah. Okay, now card number 35, Deep Polarity, Orient Past. Let me know if any of this resonates with you also. I mean, I know these readings are for me personally, but you may pick up, you may recognize something in your own self through the cards that I'm reading. It's my hope anyway. And so if you'd like a reading for your own self, just let me know. Okay, card number 35. Deep Polarity, Orient Past. In ancient times, the Orient civilization played out the deepest of polarity during a very dark time in their history. Many souls from Orient eventually came to Earth to heal this polarity through incarnations as humans. If you have pulled this card, then the Orient lifetime of yours still has some influence in your life today. These karmic patterns are ready to be released. Examine your natural human tendency to polarize in thought and belief and ask the universe to help you heal this. Also know that this is a major issue for the entire planet at this time, and your healing affects the whole as well. Commentary. In ancient times, Lyrian civilizations, including Vega, expanded, creating the Orion colonies. The Orion civilization is known as the group within our galactic family that experienced the deepest polarity. These memories affect us on Earth, and many humans are still playing out the karma from Orion. The best pop culture reference is that of the movie Star Wars, in which there was a corrupt empire that attempted domination of planets and people through very similar methods, including the manipulation of consciousness and energy through psychic and metaphysical powers. Within the full spectrum of the experience of our galactic family, from unity to fragmentation to reintegration, this era in Orient was the furthest from unity and the deepest one of separation. If you have pulled this card, it is most likely that you had experience in the Orient system during this dark time, and most likely still carry painful memories within you. Thus, it is very important not to repeat the pattern from Orient. Seek to embrace non-polarized thought here on Earth, for it will be one of the only paths towards integration and healing. Move beyond good and bad, right and wrong, or dark and light. Try to see every condition as an aspect of creation rather than seeing through eyes of separation or judgment. Remember the yin-yang symbol, dark within light, light within dark. Essentially, the universe is in perfect balance. It is only the human mind that creates polarity. This is an important understanding for the next step in human evolution. Wow. Yeah, I found that helpful. It does matter if you have eyes to see and ears to hear. Not everyone does. Okay, our next card is number 90, the Shamanic Journey. Cetacean whale, parallel dimension, universe. Okay, here we go. Shamans teach us to navigate through our deepest unconscious in order to confront our shadows and release stagnant beliefs and habits, creating profound transformation. Whale consciousness, which is connected to Sirius, is shamanic in nature. When we work with it, we must look into the mirror and see the false self. Whales are providing the service on a large scale for Earth at this time, but in a very subtle way, and mostly through dreams. You pulled this card because you have a connection with whale consciousness, now or in the past, and it is calling you once again. Commentary. Whale consciousness connected to Sirius represents group consciousness. Each whale is actually a group unified field, like a group of souls. They swim in the deep waters of Earth as a symbol of the deep unconsciousness in which our true identity as unified beings dwells. They serve as a reminder that we too are part of a unified existence beyond our limited lives as humans. Whales are the first group species that humans encounter before we become a galactic species. As humans adjust to the whole or to the whale consciousness and open themselves to what it represents, we prepare ourselves to acknowledge our own true state of unity. Because Earth is going through a powerful transition in consciousness now. Will consciousness guides us through a transition from polarity and fragmentation to unity and oneness. If this card came up in your spread, then some part of your being is accessing this whale consciousness to help your spiritual growth and heal the fragmentation within you. This card is called Shamanic Journey because whenever you use the energy of the deep unconsciousness and are moving towards profound integration and transformation with the help of interdimensional guides, it is indeed a shamanic journey, one filled with shifting realities, changing paradigms, and magical potential. Whether you feel this energy working with you or not is unimportant. If you wish, hold the image of a whale before sleep and ask for whatever guidance can be shared with you at this time. Then pay attention to your dreams. All right. Yeah. The next card we have is number 23, Spiritual Technology, Vega, Present. The ancient Vegan mystics became quite adept at creating spiritual teaching or spiritual technology. This refers to using tools such as crystals, wands, geometry, and so on to enhance spiritual experiences or perform a function such as cleaning the energy in a home or healing a person. Originally, these tools were meant to be an enhancement of spiritual practices, but over time, the Vegans became dependent on them and forgot that the power was not in the objects. This was a profound lesson for them. Examine how you use spiritual tools now. Do you depend on them more than your own inner power? Yeah, this is something that I've thought about, with the tools that we use and all. And I have made an attempt not to elevate tools above my own spiritual self, if that makes sense. Okay, here's a commentary. In a middle development era of the Vega civilizations, a branch of spiritual science began to focus on spiritual technology. What is spiritual technology? It is technology that assists spiritual development. It can range from external tools such as crystals, wands, frequency generators, healing tools, and more. It can also include meditation techniques that have elaborate processes or steps that seem as if they provide a shortcut to a desired goal, but can often instead lead to practitioner along a path of distraction. All tools are neutral and can be used in a balanced way, an addictive way, or a way that controls others. This era is the Vega civilization's way of challenging one, and it connects to the era on Earth in present day, where many are looking for spiritual shortcuts instead of doing the real, deep inner work necessary for spiritual transcendence. If this card appears in your reading, it could mean different things depending on the surrounding cards. Your life circumstances, the past karma. Perhaps it may imply that you are becoming too addicted to spiritual technology and need to look at your inner self as a source of evolution. Or perhaps the opposite is true. Perhaps you can benefit by investigating spiritual technology in a balanced way. It could also be pointing to past lives in Vega or Atlantis in which you dealt with the misuse of technology. Go within and examine what this card means in the context of the other factors mentioned above. Yeah, I understood that. I mean, do you need to keep that in mind? I know I do. I believe everyone else does too. Okay, now we go. The fifth position, we've got Fluidity, card number 5, Andromeda, parallel. Did I? I didn't read that one already, did I? Well, I'll find out in a minute. I'm thinking, did I swap those two? Okay, here we go. The nature of consciousness is to be fluid, to flow with the natural currents of the universe. But life in a physical body often causes us to be rigid, whether in beliefs, actions, or emotions. Andromedan consciousness is very fluid also. You know how to be this way innately as well. Take some time every day to connect with the Andromeda energy and practice going with the flow. See how your life changes when you don't try to control your reality. This isn't about becoming a victim. Let yourself surf the universal energy instead of trying to control it. See what happens. Okay, no, I didn't read the Saturn. Okay, that fluidity. Going with the flow. I try to do that, you know. I have to work on doing that every day. You know, we're so used to trying to control things, every little thing. Okay, the commentary. To understand the concepts of the Andromedan reality, it is to recommend that you read the commentaries for cards 2, 3, and 4 as well. Oh, wow. Should I stop and do that now? It's going to lengthen this quite a bit. Concept of driven reality. Well, let's take a peek at card 2, okay? The commentary on 2. I got one thumb that's trying to fall asleep on me. Hold on. Okay, let's see what it says. While creation spans an infinite number of galaxies and states of consciousness, this card represents the energy of our home galaxy. At the center of any galaxy, the core acts like a metronome, almost like a heartbeat that guides the pace of evolution of all the consciousness in that particular galaxy. Okay. I think I read this on a previous reading. The Maya and other ancient civilizations understood this great role played by the galactic core and were able to interpret the pulse through their advanced calendar system. They described the process of evolution from separation back into unity. Everyone is attuned to this metronome, but only some can feel it. In the year 2012, our solar system crossed over the galactic disk, beginning a new 13,000-year cycle of evolution. We are now able to access a whole new energy that facilitates integration and evolution during this new cycle. Some have also called this the rising of the cosmic feminine. Yeah, Okay. All right. I'm going to go back to finish reading this commentary on this one. Okay. Of particular importance is to remember one reason why the Andromeda are our teachers, because they offer a contrasting reflection in which we can see ourselves, particularly regarding the human qualities of rigidity, resistance, and attachment. Continuing with the theme of what the Andromedians have to teach us, this card speaks to the result of embracing change, letting go of confusion, and remembering our natural state of fluidity. This inner quality is extremely important because when we incarnate into more dense realities like Earth, 3D, we will experience a greater degree of suffering if we do not remember our true fluid nature. If this card appears in your reading, look at other cards surrounding it and see how it can be amplified, or see how it could be applied. Perhaps it is acknowledging this part of your nature, or maybe it is challenging you to find your fluidity as a way to end your suffering. In any case, as planet Earth goes through a transition, the quality of fluidity in our consciousness becomes an essential skill that will serve to carry us into new paradigms of being. Without fluidity, we will simply be forever stuck in the old, recycling the belief patterns that hindered evolution. The natural state of consciousness is fluidity. Let yourself tap into that truth and know that the Andromeda's consciousness is there to assist when needed. Andromeda. I know. The cardon fluidity, yeah, that it goes along. It is. It's part of going with the flow, and not we resist, walking into the unknown. And for me, you know, this is the unknown. I mentioned it to Val in our lab the other day, Val with dragonfly crystals. We have been dealing with centuries and centuries and centuries of dogma, and it is an effort. It is a real effort to move beyond that. And so I believe that's what this is speaking to. Okay, now our next card, number 82, returning the favor, Theta Reticuli. Let me see that good. Returning the favor, Theta Reticuli. And get there. Here we go. During the darkest time of Zeta history, when they thought their species would be extinct, humans helped them. This immense and selfless gift will never be forgotten. Now that their species has passed through the crisis, the Zetas are returning the favor by offering us their wisdom, help, and love in a variety of ways. This is a connection card, which means that you have a connection to the Zeta race, and their energy is available to you in this life to tap into on your spiritual path. You have also had at least one lifetime as a Zeta. Open yourself to their energy and prepare for your heart to expand. Interesting. Okay, the commentary. Continuing with the theme of cards 79 through 81, This card refers to the Zeta era when their species crisis passed. During the Zeta's darkest times, humans helped them. They were tremendously grateful and have done whatever they could to return the favor, mostly by sharing their wisdom, especially from the future time stream represented by cards 97 through 100. They are important guides for the humans at this point in human development, because humans could possibly take the same road as they did in their past, near annihilation of their species. Their gratitude is motivating them to return the favor given to them by humans. If you pulled this card, it is likely that the Zeta being from this era is working with you as a way to pay it forward. Let yourself accept this guidance, even if it is only subtle or you can't feel it. Know it is given with much love. Depending on other cards and your life circumstances, this card may also suggest that someone in your life is attempting to give you a gift. If you are having trouble accepting, know that it is okay to fully accept the gift and then nurture yourself by doing so. Conversely, the card may be suggesting that you return a favor to someone else and give the gift with no strings attached. Go with them and sense the energy in this card and its possible meanings, and see if you can gain clarity on what it means for you. Be open to other, more creative meanings as well. All right. Understood. Now, card 48, Atlanta era, Earth, past. There we go. Okay, no, 48. Oops, here we go. Here we have it. Okay. This era, spanning approximately the past 13,000 years, represents the masculine principle in a planetary cycle. This cycle is often represented by polarity, war, ignorance, and confusion about spiritual identity. It is a time of darkness and sleep. Humanity is moving out of this cycle now, and we are seeing the old ways crumbling. Do not be discouraged by what you see around you. Consider it a sign that humanity is awakening again. You have had many significant lives in this era and are releasing karmic patterns that you've held for a very long time. Continue your spiritual work. Free yourself. Commentary. Many have called Atlantis a continent, but we refer to it in this deck as an era, specifically an era of Earth's past that took place within the past 13,000 years. The Atlantean era was one of high polarity, mentality, and a movement away from the connection with spirit and with nature. Many may see the Atlantean era as one of the great scientific advancements, but its qualities are more reflective of the emphasis on one polarity, the masculine, more than the other, the feminine. During this Atlantean era, the Orion energy brought to Earth is being healed, but sometimes this takes the form of tremendous conflict. Earth is currently at a very important point in its development, the time when the Orion drama is healing and the integration of polarities is occurring. If this card comes up in your reading, it could mean many things. It may refer to specific lives you lived in the Atlantean era in which polarity was a theme, but it could also have a more personal meaning. It may also refer to the integration of your inner polarities. This card asks you to examine your own life and beliefs. Do you feel more comfortable with one polarity more than another? Ultimately, our spiritual evolution depends on our ability to integrate these internal polarities as a first priority. Only then do we see the external polarities healing as a result. Look at the other cards to add dimension as to how this card fits into the whole message of your reading. Yeah, we are on that, aren't we? Okay, now the unseen energies. I know I have to marinate on this one more. Unseen energies. This was at the bottom of the deck. Forgiveness and gratitude. Citizen dolphin in parallel dimension. Okay. Number 84. While dolphins have been known as intelligent beings for hundreds of years, they have still been hunted, killed, and seen as animals. Yet dolphins' consciousness does more than simply forgive humans. Dolphins innately see humans as aspects of the Creator, and in doing so, they see the big picture and do not polarize themselves into victims and perpetrators. This card reminds you to move beyond forgiveness, which is often polarized. See all beings, even those who hurt you, as aspects of creation. The lessons they provide to you enhance your spiritual growth. Be grateful to them. The commentary. Dolphins are sentient beings much like humans, except without the high level of polarity in their consciousness. This is why dolphins appear to exist in a joyful, fully present state, being rooted in the now. They, they do not hold the pains of the past or the worries of the future in the present moment. Even though humans have hunted them and mistreated them for thousands of years, they do not hold a grudge, but continue to joyfully interact with us and even save us from danger. When consciousness is rooted in the now, the definitions of forgiveness changes. No longer is there a past pain that needs to be forgiven. The joy and love of the moment is an expression of non-attachment to the pains of the past. If this card came up in your reading, the meaning can be on several levels. It may mean that you have a strong dolphin connection, or it may mean that dolphin consciousness is working with you and in a sense is calling you in to interact with it for the purposes of your own healing and growth. Another meaning may be even more personal. If there is a person, including yourself, or a situation that you cannot forgive, this card's message is encouraging you to change your definition of what forgiveness means and transform the situation into gratitude for the lessons learned. This alchemy of redefining pain and forgiveness and instilling gratitude for the lessons learned ensures a powerful transformation that can free you from the past. Well, that was a wonderful message. You know, the forgiveness, uh, being grateful for the lesson. Wow, that's a new way to look at it, isn't it? It really is. It really is. So I know uh, I'm gonna take a new look at what I have had to forgive for my own benefit. It's not that I wanted to forgive some of the characters involved, but I felt I had to for myself because it's only hurting me. But to look at it like to be grateful for the lesson I learned, well, that just shines a wonderful white light of divinity all over it. So I really like that. I really like that. Okay. Well, I hope you found something beneficial in this reading. I know I did. And this is wonderful. I hope you all have a great day. Beautiful, beautiful day. And you're all doing well. Take care of yourself. I love you all. And this is Loretta, Mother's Tarot, signing off. And I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Bye.